Hey everybody, I'm Tim Mooney with the Timothy Mooney Repertory Theater, and today I'm continuing to work my way through Acting at the Speed of Life, Conquering Theatrical Style. Over our most recent broadcasts, I dove in to explore the book's introduction, the preface, and the first chapter, all of which you should be able to find somewhere on this same website. Today I'm going to take on Chapter 2. This is one of the shorter chapters, so it'll be a nice little appetizer for next week's big one, Asides and Soliloquies. Just a reminder, if you get anxious waiting for the next chapter, you can always pick up a copy of my book, either from me or from an online source, so here we go. Just why did this playwright break the great silence of the universe to write this play? Chapter 2, Real Life. A thesis to which we will repeatedly return. There is a work of art that is being created. It is not real life. I'm addressing the same argument on two separate levels. I acknowledge that eye contact, for instance, happens with far greater regularity on the stage than in real life. Ergo, eye contact, largely artificial. I am also suggesting that even if eye contact were a more regularly occurring phenomena, we would generally want to eschew it anyway because it takes us away from the audience. What does it mean to create a work of art? First and foremost, a work of art is selected. Out of the wealth of possibilities that the universe holds, a work of art is filled up with items chosen and placed in a particular order for an audience to study, consider, appreciate, enjoy, delight in, get outraged about, make decisions around, and gain new perspective on. A play begins at 8 o'clock, lets out around 10 or so, and in the course of those 2 hours, an audience is moved. While 8 p.m. may find them arriving as an oddly assorted mass, over 2 hours they come together amid a mutual appreciation, delight, disdain, distress, excitement, awe, and collectively they move to a different place than they were when they came in. Words like acting and moved are not coincidental. They are born of the experience that is created through a performance in a public forum. When we act upon something, it moves. The playwright has a reason he or she has brought these people together. He or she has a notion about the world and the progression of life, which compels him or her to take pen to paper. My favorite director, the late Dr. William Bill Morgan, 1922 to 1999, professor, University of Nebraska, used to pose the question as follows. Just why did this playwright break the great silence of the universe to write this play? Under that great question, the art of the theater realigns itself. A play is not about me and my little circles of attention. A play is about a great possibility of the universe. My character is a collection of ideas and traits set into motion to compete, combat, and cooperate with other conflicting and agreeing ideas and traits. Whether or not this is a work of realism, we present those notions to the audience for their consideration. We postulate on their behalf. What if life were like this? And we play out the results for them to understand and observe. In the context of that, which is more important? My subjective belief in myself, a tunnel where, subject to my anxieties, I crawl within until I establish that it is once again safe to come out? Or my responsibility to the wealth of experience that the playwright has collected, whereby I contribute to or facilitate the movement that these people take from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. We look east and north and west, reinforced in the knowledge of our on-stage world. We look up and we look down, perhaps seeing lighting instruments and a stage floor. And then we look south and see all our personal foibles, mistakes, and uncertainties on trial. And so we argue There are all these other directions to look. Why should South be of such special importance? Why not use all 3 dimensions and 360 degrees of life? Why must I be so artificial? Because what we are doing here is not life. It is art, and art is artificial and filled with artifice. And it is so because it is selected. And just as Shakespeare selects Hamlet from the millions of possible peoples and sets him in Denmark and confronts him with a ghost and tests him with a quandary that is unique and textured and explosive and places words in his mouth that are selected down to the very syllable or vowel or consonant sound, so we are compelled to embrace this artificiality and live within its context. It's time that we stopped running away from that. It's time that we got comfortable with presenting who we are to the audience. It's time that our circle of attention embraces the audience, widening, ever widening. To co-opt Gandhi's oft-quoted vision, we are the center of a circle, the circumference of which is determined by our own self-imposed limits. It's time for us to widen the circle. Be seen. And that's Chapter 2. I'll be back soon with Chapter 3 as we discuss the many stylistic implications of asides and soliloquies. This one may well be a little bit mind-blowing to you. It was for me anyway. I can't wait to share it with you. Of course, if you enjoyed this episode, please hit like or subscribe or tell a friend. Maybe your acting class wants to get in on the action. Once again, I'm Tim Mooney with the Timothy Mooney Repertory Theater, and I'm almost constantly on the road with my one-man plays, such as Breakneck Hamlet, Breakneck Comedy of Errors, or my newest one, Breakneck Romeo and Juliet. These plays are all available for booking across the United States. Drop me a note if you'd like an event at your school or organization, or you can find many video versions of my one-man shows available for rental or purchase at breakneckshakespeare.com. Thanks for joining me. See you on the stage.